Board.
These slides are super old, so don't judge me. I think this is like one of the first ones I did. Okay, hold on, let me see.
Do I need to do anything to get it to you, or you could screen share?
I think I can screen share.
Because it's recording.
Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so Facebook 101. How come I can't see anyone? Oh God, I'm like talking to myself. Okay. So we're just gonna run through, I think it's like 5 different slides that break down Facebook into how we can use it for the business and how it works, because I don't think a lot of people understand how exactly Facebook works, as far as, you know, we get on there and we just start posting or sharing different things, and we don't realize the kind of network behind it and how it actually kind of can benefit us with the business side. So this is what I'm talking about with affinity. So before Beachbody or any kind of thing, you probably just posted just for your friends and family and just shared and didn't think twice about it. Well, Facebook actually connects you with people that you interact with. It's called affinity. So Facebook will link you with the people that you interact the most. So you'll notice that whenever you start liking and commenting on other people's pictures, you'll start to see their stuff more in your newsfeed. So Facebook connects you together because they think that you have a relationship, or, you know, that you would want to see more of their stuff. So for instance, I commented on this person's picture, and then I start seeing her things in my newsfeed. So it kind of goes back and forth as far as that goes, where, you know, that's kind of why we say like and comment on your friend's post, people that like or comment on your post, because then they'll start to see your newsfeed a little bit more. So that's something that you can kind of pay more attention to, instead of just liking random things or commenting on different things. You know, really start focusing on how many likes you're getting, who's liking on your stuff, to where you can go back to their page and kind of interact a little bit and build that relationship. Audience, this kind of goes in the same thing. Who is liking your pictures? Which pictures get the most interaction? You know, for me, it's kind of on the branding scale, where you kind of pick those 3 to 5 things about yourself, and you figure out, you know, what posts are making the most interactions and connections. So, like I said, figure out who's liking your post, which posts are getting the most. And then content. Make sure, now that we're doing this as a business, social media is your business now, because this is how we do a lot of everything, really. And Facebook's huge. So really start to put good content out there. It doesn't have to be all fitness and Beachbody, but just make sure it brings some kind of value. So those 3 to 5 things about yourself, kind of break it down and post about Beachbody is like the 80-20 rule, you know. Everything else 80% of the time, 20% Beachbody. And then make sure it's not just pictures. You know, my rule of thumb is I try and post 3 times a day. And then I post, you know, 2 photos and then like a text kind of status. And it's usually some type of question, just to kind of get people interacting and see who is going to comment or who's going to like on my post, to see who's watching my page. So that kind of gives me another outlet to be able to talk to people about things that they have posted on my account. Can you mute that, Allison? Leanne, can you mute your mic?
Yeah. Hang on 1 second.
Thanks, girl. Okay, so positivity breeds success. And I wrote that there because you don't want to be the negative Nancy on Facebook. You want to be the one that's bringing positive feedback, showing people that what you're doing is helping your family in a whole. It's not just, oh, okay, I'm this Beachbody person and I'm just going to post, you know, all about Beachbody and all about challenge packs and all about sales. It's totally about building the relationship, putting out good content, and being that positive person on Facebook that people are going to want to go to your page. So definitely pictures of you, no stock photos like we call it. You know, Beachbody will put different, you know, promotion pictures and stuff. It's great, but really putting your face with it connects people to you with that. So it's not just kind of, you have to think about it as, Allison, you screen shared?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to get back to yours. Oh, reshare. Sorry, I was trying to get back to it.
It's okay. Okay, wait, where was I? Oh, wait. How do I go back? Shoot. Okay, hold on. Oh, great. Okay. There we go. Okay, so pretty much, having your picture on a post. So turning something that Beachbody has done and making it your own, because no one can be you. So you want to, everyone can post like a T25 stock photo, but no one can do it like you can. So definitely set yourself apart that way. Timing. I don't know if any of you know about Iconosquare. It's iconosquare.com. It's technically used for Instagram, but a lot of the times people that are on Instagram are also on Facebook around the same time frame. So on Iconosquare, it will take down your optimization, and it will show you the best times to make posts. So like for here, it shows Mondays at like 7 o'clock were a peak time for me, or Mondays at 5 o'clock. So these are the times that you want to post hooks or any kind of like inspirational, anything that you think can give good value, and then in turn have some people reach out to you or you reach out to them. So it's definitely the good times to post your hooks. So I usually go off of this, and like I said, sometimes it varies because, on here, if it'll say that 7 o'clock's my peak time, I'll post and get like 10 likes. So you kind of just have to play along with it, because it also depends on what you're putting out there. But it's a good rule of thumb that if you're just starting out and you're not sure when to post or when would be a good time that a lot of people are on, it will actually tell you like how many people are on at this time. So also a good thing to see on Instagram, who your followers are, to where you can kind of go into that. But this is definitely good that if you want to post, a lot of people post on Instagram and then transcend into Facebook. So doing that is also helpful. The look. So the look of your Facebook, you really want to be inviting. You don't want it to look like you haven't been on in ages. Is your page versatile? Is it your brand? Do you have those 3 to 5 things about yourself? Is it not just Beachbody? Because we are not Beachbody. It's just something that we're doing. So make sure that your cover photo is inviting, because people that aren't your friends and you're clicking to add friends, they're going to see your cover photo first. So make sure it kind of gives a brief thing about you. It definitely has your brand on there in some sort of way, and just something about you. It's kind of a tidbit into if they're going to add you as a friend. Are your posts eye-catching? So the look of your overall post, you want it to be clear, concise. You want it to have crisp pictures, because people are scrolling. That's just what we do. We just scroll, and then things that pop out, we actually stop, read, take the time to look at. So you don't want it to be too overly wordy on it. There's some posts that you can add text and, graphics to, but just be you. Don't overthink it. And I feel like that's what I've learned even since doing this call a couple of months ago, is to just be you. It doesn't have to be flashy and, all these different things, because then people are going to know that, she's just doing Beachbody now, so that's why she's putting all this out there. If you're just yourself and you're just sharing what you're doing, people are going to run with that. So make sure, like I said, it's not, good to have a bunch of pictures, but don't put too much, wording into it if it's not necessarily like a hook or something like that. And wording. So this is something that, this is Melanie Mitro. She was the top coach last year. Her wording is short and to the point. Use bullet points, because like I said, people are scrolling. So if they have something to stop and like visually look at, then they're more than likely to read through what you have to post, unless it's like this big long paragraph, but if you break it down, put emojis, Allison's like great for that. Use call to actions, because you want people, especially on hooks, to get back to you. Like if it's something that they want to do. So always at the end of a hook, put that call to action, like private message me if this is for you, or, drop your email below or something like that. And stay consistent, with your brand. And that's really what all this comes down to on Facebook, because you are who you put out there. If you're sharing a whole bunch of different things, you're not bringing that content, because, you're sharing what other people have already done. Make that post your own. Use the same type of thing. What I usually do is I go in on Instagram, really, and I type in like a hashtag, and then I'll look through it and pick different pictures I like or different wording, and I'll kind of mosh it all together and put it out there. And you just have to keep consistent and just share what you're passionate about, because not everyone is going to know your passion. I can be all like, man, this has just changed my life. And they'll be like, okay, well, I've never experienced that before, so I don't know what you're talking about. So this way you're giving them little glimpses and nuggets into your life and into how it's helping you and how, your life has changed since starting this. And that really starts to build that relationship. And then eventually they will come to you and be like, oh, I've enjoyed seeing your posts for so long. They're super inspiring. What exactly are you doing? So it really is dropping those little nuggets all along the way and sharing little pieces of your story. So you definitely want to be yourself and not try and copy off of someone else, because it will show. And I've learned that the hard way, but it's definitely just being real and sharing your passion. So I think that was everything. We have any questions? I know I kind of went through that fast.
I'm trying to figure out how to unmute myself, and I can't even.
I think that's all that
Let me see if I can pull up. We can maybe just run through Instagram too, since we're kind of behind. But I'm gonna see if I can find it on my jump drives. Let's see.
Because they kind of go hand in hand anyway, because a lot of the times we're sharing the same things to both, unless it's like super, your niche in Instagram, then you're only going to share it on that.
Haha, I found it. Okay, I'm going to screen share for real this time. I don't know what that is. Go away. My dog is sleeping in his bed that he ate up and all of the nonsense. He cuddled in it all. I was trying to throw it away, and he's cuddled in it. I could smack him. Go away. All right. So make this bigger, and I will just do the same thing. I mean, this was an old presentation, so this was just introducing me. And okay, so Instagram, if you don't know, is a picture-based program. So instead of, like Mandy was saying, text and pictures, Instagram is only pictures. I mean, you can type in your notes and take a screenshot of that, but that's just retarded. So you're living your life through pictures on Instagram, and that's what people want to see. Your Instagram can be more, if you want it to be fitness-based, that's okay. You can post everything fitness if you want, because that's kind of what Instagram is. It's what you do and what you are. So it's not like Facebook where people can get annoyed and unfriend you. Well, I mean, they can unfollow you on Instagram, but Instagram is a whole different ball game compared to Facebook. But the one thing I will say is that you don't want to post the exact same thing on Instagram to Facebook. You can link them together so that some of them you can click the Facebook and it'll automatically go. When you're posting a picture on Instagram, you can click Facebook and it'll automatically go. But you don't want to do that for everything, because then you're going to have an audience on Instagram, an audience on Facebook, and then they're going to get annoyed because they're all seeing the same thing. So it's kind of two different ball games. So the first, number one, is just saying that your page is like your business. So you're not going to post you drinking alcohol. If you're going to be a fitness person, yes, you can have some alcohol, you can have wine, but make it smart, make it funky. Don't put pictures of yourself being trashed because this is your reputation. So you're a social media icon. Don't ruin it by being stupid with it. Just be careful with what you post. Number 2 is consistency. And like I tell a lot of my girls, and that's where they fall off. When you get started, you have to gain momentum. So you can't give up 3 weeks in and say, oh, well, no one's talking to me. No one is buying challenge packs from me. No one is doing this. No one's doing that. When you're not posting your workout, you're not making any kind of attempt to start conversations. And you can't just expect people to start, I don't want to say fleeking to you because that's not the right word, but like coming to you, just, come. If you're not going to be consistent with what you're passionate for, with your business is for, with everything that you do, you can't expect, you have to work for it. And then over time, people start coming to you. I'm almost, next month I'll be 2 years in, and I still only have about 2 people a month, if that, I have not ever spoken to. And they say, well, I've been following your journey. I would like some more information on XYZ. And that's not to say that they purchased anything. That's just to say that they saw what I was doing over time, and then they came to me. So it does come, but you can't give up right away. And I have Icono Square at the bottom. That's what Mandy was talking about. You can get the statistics and all of that. I don't know what the point of number 3 was, but that's obviously,
That's you.
Yeah, this is what my brand is. So I'm Beachbody, obviously, on the right. I do a lot of recipes. A lot of people ask for 21-day fix recipes, and since I'm a dietitian, I like to break it down and give them actual recipes and how it can fit into the fix. Instead of eating chicken and broccoli, you can have shrimp fried rice, and you can make it 21-day fix approved. So, and of course my shoes, I like shoes. So a lot of people know that I'm a shoeaholic. I like to post a lot of motivational things. So that's what the bottom one is. And when you're posting things like this that have a quote in it, don't just post it and leave it like that. You have to have some kind of context with your content. Don't just post a picture with a quote and be done with it, wipe your hands of it, and it's just gone. You want to tell your story with each picture. Now, it doesn't have to be a novel, but we'll start each day with a grateful heart. Why are you grateful today? What good happened yesterday? Something. Don't just post pictures without a caption. That's my biggest tip for that one. And then, of course, my husband, because he's stupid and everyone likes Christopher. My fur babies, and I'm missing one in that one. My dogs, they do okay. Sometimes they're stupid. People like when they're stupid, so it's a good thing. And then another quote, because I have a shirt that Courtney bought me that says that. When you're posting something at the bottom, are you motivating, captivating, informing, or entertaining? Flat out. I mean, you don't post unnecessary stuff. Like, I don't know if any of y'all saw my status today. Went into Target for makeup remover, walked out with $100 worth of clothes. That's entertaining. It's funny, but it's real life and it's what happened. But if I'm going to say, went to Target, like, no one gives a shit. You need to think about what you want to say if you're going to build an audience and people that want to be your friend, want to follow you. Because that's essentially what you're doing, is finding new friends through what you do every day. Oh. I don't know what number 4 might be, because it might be the same exact thing. The only difference with Instagram versus Facebook is the hashtags. People can search you through hashtags, and you can search other people through hashtags. So, like you see at the bottom, Shakeology. I could click on that hashtag. I rolled the garbage can outside. It's already to the road. Yeah, I need a big garbage bag. Shakeology, you can click on that. Zeus, no. And everyone that hashtag Shakeology, you'll see. It will bring all their pictures up, and then you can click. The only thing with this is a lot of coaches know that, so they oversaturate, like P90X, Insanity, things like that. So you want to try to find hashtags that don't have so many. Like if you hashtag fitness, no one's going to see that, because there's so many people hashtagging fitness in 5 seconds. No one's going to find you. So you kind of want to be creative with it, but also you want to stay in the same realm of your hashtag so that you can build a following on that hashtagagram, whatever they want to call it. 5 is what I do to not have to retype my hashtags. I put them in a note on my phone, and I'll go copy and paste them. And you can have up to, Mandy, is it 30?
30, yeah.
30 hashtags per picture. and you can delete them. I think it's 3 times. So you can like delete the comment, re-comment it, and then do it again, and then you're done with it.
What has changed though?
Oh, it has? What can you, how
Well,
many times
I
can you
think
do
you
it?
can still do that, but it's changed because before you could go back and put hashtags on old photos and then pop back up in the like explore section.
Yeah.
But now you can only do hashtags for that day's pictures. You
Oh,
can't
I
go-
didn't know that. You see?
Yeah. I just heard that the other day on something I was reading.
Huh.
So, because that was useful, you know, whenever you wanted to go back and reuse a hook or something.
Yeah.
Got us. So.
And when you're hashtagging on Instagram, try not to put too many in your initial, I guess it's the first,
Caption.
not a caption. Your first caption shouldn't have too many hashtags. Like you can see this picture on the bottom. If you're not drinking pre-workout out of a wine glass, you're not doing it wrong. Hashtag classy, not trashy. Now that's not going to get a lot of views on it because it's very specific. But if you would click the view all comments, you would see that my group of hashtags that's on number 5 is on the first comment. Because if you're going to put all of that in your caption, it's going to look retorted and people aren't, I don't know, it just looks stupid. I don't know the reasoning behind it, but that's what I was taught. And these ones on the right are just showing you that you can take what you put on Instagram and transfer it over to Facebook. And that was all I had. So we went through 2 topics in one night. All right.
And I know now that sometimes whenever you link things between the two of them, Facebook has gotten kind of iffy about that. Like
Yeah,
sometimes
you can
they won't.
Uh,
Right.
Oh.
So I think some things are good to share, but especially
Oh,
for
yeah.
like really want people to see, I would share on both separately. I wouldn't link it together.
All right, I'm gonna unmute you guys, and we can ask questions and chitta chatta. We
Yeah,
gotta.
I'm
Acting
in
like a
another room.
baby. Come here if you want something.
Considering we're asking questions and shit.
All right, anybody
What do you
have
want?
questions? We're gonna mute everybody again so we don't get anybody fussed at. Unmute yourself if you have a question. Andy, I'm
All right,
unmuting
you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. We were watching 2.5 Men.
that's okay. Anybody got questions? Y'all quiet.
I'm good. You answered my question earlier with my rip bag of Shakeology.
Yeah. She got half a bag of Shakeology in her box. It was ripped
What?
all the way across, like sliced by a box cutter, it looked like.
People jacking it in the mail.
They're trying to get it.
When I got it, though, that was the thing. Everything was wrapped in plastic. I said, well, she must have cut it before she put it in the box because nothing could have.
Had to have.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Oh, I got